Now, they are saying the Supreme Court could get more conservative now. If you remember, they already had ruled that cake decorator did not have to make a cake for that gay couple. You remember that? Now, were you like me, though, when I saw that story? I'm thinking to myself, is there any more gay profession than cake decorator? I mean, what do you think? What did he do for his chosen profession? He squeezed cream into a bun. That's got to be the plot of every gay porno movie. I'm guessing. Is that the plot, sir? Is that okay. He confirms it. But yeah, with the Kavanaugh being confirmed, they're saying now same-sex marriage, if it goes back to the Supreme Court, could get overturned. So I'd like to do my surveys in mid-America. Are we okay here in St. Peter with same-sex marriage? Oh, okay, yeah. All right. Well, make some noise if you're married. Who's married here? All right. But correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't marriage all about the same sex? Night after night after night after night. I endorse different sex marriage, so I am divorced. Speaking of divorce, did you see that story on the internet where this woman kept nagging and pestering her husband get those pills that would help him get an erection? So finally he complied, came back with diet pills for her. I'm not endorsing. This is what I read on the internet. Attack the messenger. And then see, I'll do topical things. You see that Jesse Smollett, the Empire star, claimed he got attacked and stuff. It kind of reminded me, remember there was that white woman that was acting like she was black? Yes. You know what I'm talking about? Taylor Swift. So we zing, we zang. But he said, I actually was a police officer for 25 years, and thank you, yeah, thank you. So whatever you think of my act, chances are I gotta be the only Pakistani police officer doing stand-up comedy in St. Peter, Minnesota. Who looks like Johnny Mathis. It's funny, often, like when I was a police officer, I wouldn't mention that I was a police officer because it seemed like half the crowd just smoked marijuana. Is it legal here at all? They just legalized it in Michigan. Oh, really? But it was never a big deal in Ann Arbor. If you ever heard University of Michigan, they had the hash bash. It used to be a $5 fine, really, from the 60s. When I was there, they raised it to $25. What's funny there, though, if you had cigarettes, possession of tobacco for someone under age 18 was a $100 fine. So literally we would get these teenagers with cigarettes, but they're pleading with us, it's marijuana. So just to save $75, I'll do the math, I'm from Pakistan. And a lot of people didn't realize, but the breathalyzer will detect if you're smoking marijuana. People think it just detects alcohol, but the way we could tell is if we gave you the mouthpiece, and you went, thank you, officer. Bring a clue, you've been smoking some weed. And then, of course, anytime you take enforcement action, people always thought it was because of their race or ethnicity. It's like right before I retired, I pulled over this gentleman. Before I could get his license and registration, he started screaming at me that the only reason I'm stopping was because he's Mexican. What's sort of even listen to this honest goodness truth? I had no idea he was Mexican. The only reason I stopped him, I thought he was black. You can laugh, but that is not the only reason. He's with a skinny white woman. So you know I'm kidding, she was not skinny. Actually, it's funny, I like to do that joke, but it's usually all white crowds that get tense, and when I first started, I'd be nervous to do that because I didn't want to offend anyone, but I think we're too politically correct, don't you? Yeah, I say have fun. It wasn't easy when I started. I'm not sure how the veteran officers did it, but they rewired my siren, so when I go to pull somebody over, instead of the usual police whistle sound, it would go, la, 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 la. Took me 2 weeks to learn to do that. I think it comes natural, it doesn't. I have to go to Dearborn, Michigan. You have to be from Michigan to see why that's funny. Now another thing in Michigan we do, if we pull somebody over that give us any kind of lip or attitude, we'll give them 2 tickets to a Lions game. But I like to do topical things. You see when George Bush passed away and they were starting to do an interview with Bob Dole? If anybody saw that. Yeah, because he was in World War II with them together. Were you like me though? I'm thinking, Bob Dole's still alive? Right, so it got me thinking, people, we're not sure if they're alive or dead. You guys seem like a cool, hip crowd. I'll start easy, though. Alive or dead? Lizzie Borden's parents. Dead, right? Gave him 40 whacks. I used to do the Lindbergh baby. People were like, too soon, too soon. Or alive or dead? Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Yep, alive. But that is one you got to check every day. That is subject to change. All right, we have the election. Alive or dead? The Republican Party. Actually, they're alive, but they're going to have to learn to speak Spanish. All right, last one. Alive or dead? This gentleman. Sex life. The whole crowd seems to know. What is it, sir? Oh, it's alive, huh? Is your wife or a significant other here? She's not here, huh? Oh, okay. Well, let's give him a hand. He might need one. So I'll wrap up. I'd like to be a little on the edge. What are we Trump supporters here? No? Oh, okay. No, because it is like I said, I'm from Pakistan. Yeah, no, I'm from Pakistan, so, you know, he did take the protections away from the Dreamers, right? Deporting the people from El Salvador. I'm starting to think that the only immigrant Donald Trump has not screwed lately is Melania. I mean, even like Donald Trump, you gotta admit, he is not screwing Melania. Oh. What's that now? Yeah, and then she's a different kind of first lady, right? Usually first ladies take on a cause. What is she taking on? Bullying, cyberbullying, right? While Donald Trump's a bit of a cyberbullier. I said, to me, that's like if Jeffrey Dahmer's wife wanted you to go vegan. He was a cannibal, those days. But then they do try to defend her. They said, well, Melania travels all over the country visiting young kids. I should Jared from Subway did that. Losing you now. I'm not endorsing this. It's just what Jared did. Again, attack the messenger. Well, I'll wrap up, but it is a true thing. In Michigan, we just legalized marijuana for recreational purposes. Yeah. Although, what's that on?
And you came here?
Yeah. But it's because all the comedians I talked to, they're like, oh, people are going to start smoking weed. And I'm thinking, every comedian I knew or anybody I knew that wanted to smoke weed had been smoking weed, right? So to me, that's like if suddenly the Catholic Church announced it's no longer a sin to masturbate. Is there anybody at home saying, oh, now I can start? I think that horse had left the barn. Or that chicken had been choked. Or that monkey had been spanked. You get the idea. Even me, I'd be threatened by my dad. I remember when I was a little kid, my dad would say, Khurum, if you masturbate, you'll go blind. I'm like, Dad, I'm over here. I cannot see very well. But so now what I'm thinking is, since we have same-sex marriages legal now, marijuana starting to get legal everywhere, I say we continue being a liberal Western democracy, we legalize prostitution. Okay, you with the good sex life, you agree with me, huh? Just you and me, huh? But I think they'll have to do like they did with marijuana, right, where you do it incrementally. So first you would legalize prostitution for medicinal purposes. So you'd have to be a sex addict, they'd give you a prescription. But since sex addicts, they're trying to wean you off it so you get a prescription for bad sex. Right? The two spokespersons could be Bill Clinton and Bill Cosby. I'm trying to think inside the box here, people. But the good thing is you could tax it, and then since it's for bad sex, all the women from Columbus, Ohio could get a job. We like to pick on Ohio State and Michigan, evidently not so much here. Well, it is funny, whenever I do a set, when I get off stage, people will ask me, well, were you really a police officer? That's just a gag. They ask that so often that I carry evidence. Because let me ask you this, had I not been an officer in Ann Arbor, would I have these? Bad example. I think you do, don't you? Well, I'll finish with probably the funnest thing I did.